Hello, I'm Marini Woodland. So as Chief Administrator, I oversee the Towson program, which includes placement, movements within the company, respites, clinical supervision of the staff, working with the foster parents, training, working with DHR, contracts, kind of just overseeing the whole program, making sure everything's running smoothly. Okay, so I am originally from Silver Spring, Maryland, born and raised. Went to school at Morgan and Towson University, so really just from around the area, went to school around the area, never left the area. Went to University of Maryland, Baltimore for my grad school. When I graduated, I went into Child Protective Services at the District of Columbia. So straight into child welfare on the very, very front end of assessing children's safety and them coming into care or not coming into care, creating safety plans. Worked there for several years, did some therapy. After that, then I said, you know, what else can I do, right? And so I've done the front end, and now I'm on kind of the back end. Now they've come into care. What are they doing now? How can we provide good services to them? So now here I am in foster care, trying to coordinate the best services for our children that are in our care while they're in our care. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I've been working with Siraj 5 years. So, well, working with Siraj Family Homes is awesome. I can thoroughly enjoy the flexibility, being as I have 2 small children who require my attention. So I'm able to still be a parent, still do my job effectively. I'm able to work remotely, which is an awesome benefit to working here. I've definitely made friends. You will always make friends when you're in such an intense working environment, and anything in child welfare is going to be intense. So I made some good friends along the ways. It's been a good opportunity. We've been through lots of transitions, so friendships are still held on to. Always good working relationships. If you ever need someone, you kind of know, oh, I work with them, let me text them or call them. So there's always those good working relationships. No particular case has touched me or moved me. I think it's just all the cases, right? All the work you do with the kids, and you see the behaviors, and it kind of makes you appreciate your own kids and really love on them a little bit more, because you know when you work in a system, it's easy to get in the system, and it could go wrong for any of us. And so you kind of just appreciate your time with them a little bit more. You love on them a little bit more. You try to encourage them a little bit more. So you find yourself doing a little extra for them sometimes after like a long, hard day. So no particular case has moved me or touched me, but I think it's just working with the different foster parents and children over my 5 years. My kids are 8 and 6. They're about to be 7 and 9, so I had to think about it really quick. But yeah, so they're in elementary school, doing well. My daughter does have special needs, so I'm familiar with kind of the struggle of having a special needs child and the services that it requires. So I really do feel for the children that we are providing care for, and I feel for the parents working with them. My daughter has cerebral palsy. She was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at birth, so here we are. She's walking and talking, and you know, she does all what she needs to do. So we've come a long way, but just having a child with any type of special needs is kind of it can be a struggle. And so I can identify with some of the foster parents and some of the birth parents having children with needs, right? So just kind of working with them to understand it's okay, we're going to get past it. We just have to attend to the need and where the child is. So yeah, I think just getting resources for my own child has given me a knowledge of just some resources. Of course, I'm not knowledgeable about them all, but I find that when I got a resource, I've kind of held on to it, and especially if it's a good one, and I try to share that with the parents and my staff when they're making referrals, and just different ways to look at a case and not just, oh, it's a bad child, or you know, just looking at the behavior, seeing a proper assessment so we can get proper services. So definitely holding on to good resources. So. And sharing that with staff and families. I work with Siraj, like I said, it has been wonderful. And just working in child welfare, you definitely need a good team, and I think I've had a good team around me, which makes it a lot easier because it's a very trying field. It can be very trying. So I don't have any complaints.